Okay, welcome in everybody. This is Doors to Divinity, Chapter 4, Episode 6. I'm going to hand it off to Eric to do a synopsis of last session, or anybody else who wants to chime in.
All right, well, last week was a great week for anyone who likes roleplay, because that's most of what we did. We got back to Stoneguard, we had a long conversation about what to name his baby. They think they decided either fella or guy, um, with a goblin middle name, of course. Um, Rig is going to stay with Thorolf, his trusty bodyguard in the city. He had some money to work with and founded a bunch of colleges, and he's looking into building diplomatic ties with their neighboring city of Jawwood. Um, Brillis is just brillising around, trying to figure out how to bring his family back, and mostly playing a supporting role. I'll turn it over to Kamaji or Ruin for their specific characters, but we just mostly reestablished what we were doing in Stoneguard and kind of planning what happens next without really having much happen.
Um, yeah, I just mostly a lot of errands last time, learning new spells. Been a while since we've been back in town, so just playing some catch up,
Yep.
Yeah.
Shopping and
chatting
learning.
about chatting with the forge workers about various enchantments what would happen if we put certain things on certain weapons. Long story short, nothing good. um, and yeah, now we're just kind of planning our next moves. Got to go to Kaldea. I think our next plan was to do a trip with me, Kamaji, Ruin, and Brillis alone into the through the portal to Kaldea and kind of do a undercover stealth mission to gather information of what's on the other side there and bring it back.
Okay. Very good. Then that's what we shall do. So we're going to go to the boat then to access the portal? Or would you like to go anywhere else?
Yeah, I think we might need some supplies still. Um,
Last time you visited a lot of
how's
the
it?
churches, Ponk Church and everything. I think we got through
Yeah, we did
all of them.
we
Yep.
did all a bunch of church stuff. Oh yeah, I pooped on a bunch of people as a giant owl.
That last part's really important as a bird.
As a bird.
Yeah, as a
Um,
bird, as well as a giant owl, and I pooped on all
and
the major religious leaders of the city.
And
and
they
They
and
Brillis
were
they
all
took
mentioned
it. They
that
took it very
they
well.
were all they were all thrilled about it.
Punk came down with Fram. For those of you who've been with us since the beginning, some of our deeper cuts. And Brillis learned also that he can bring his time back to life, maybe by taking the stones to the plane where Ponk lives, and there's I think it was a lake of purity he can dip them in. So now he's wanting to find that.
Well, he also has to. He would have to bring his family to that pool, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he wants to figure out how to make that happen. So
We
that's a
Or
do
new goal.
or take
our
a
best.
secure some of it in a bucket or something, I guess. But
Our
Yeah.
best lead is on finding where their statues are is Kaldea for sure at this point.
Yep.
Um, supplies wise, I think we need some potions.
cat.
Um, let's see if I can save us the gold. Do do do. I don't think I can. I think we're low on plant parts. But let me check. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so we'll have to buy some potions. That's fine.
Okay.
Isn't so we got a lot of potion already. We drink it all.
I think he had a lot of them. Maybe you can look in your shared treasure to see what is left over.
Yeah, I'll double check that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe there is some in shared treasure.
I remember command you make a lot.
You have 2 healing potions, 2 potions of greater healing,
Oh, I'll grab those.
and that's what you got. You got a staff of fire too. I don't realize that's pretty cool.
We got 10 potions of healing in there up for grabs. I have 7 already. I don't know if anybody wants some of those.
Did you want to try to
them.
sell any of this? It looks like you have a breastplate +1 in here, and a dwarven forged longsword.
Also, Rig has some, so he has 2 greater and 1 and 3 healing, so I'll just give those to Brillis, and you can take what you want from the inventory.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't really want to sell a ton of this. Like all the basic weapons, like the spears, war picks, like all that basic stuff. Yeah, I would sell all of that, but all the +1 stuff and all the magic items, I would save. Those are good like artifacts to pass down to
Sure.
people.
Okay.
But we don't have to do all that right now. I mean,
Yeah, I
none
can
of
do
this
that later.
stuff is gonna add up to like a ton of gold. It's all gonna be like between 10 and 1 gold piece. Oh, the Claymore's 50. Yeah, it's still not gonna be a lot though. Actually, what are those other? There's another one in there. Rod of Petrification. Oh yeah, I remember that. Rod of Absorption. What's that?
All right.
I sell dart.
Sell your darts. Nice. Got some copper. Do you, after you're done doing that, are we going to the boat, or did you want to go back to the forge? Is there anything else that you needed to do inside the city?
I don't think so.
I got 1 dagger. I want to give it to Kamaji. Isn't you want dagger? I drop 1 dagger for you.
Okay, I'll take it. Sure. Yeah, I don't. I think that's it. We've got potions.
Okay.
I might as well just take these ones out of shared treasure. Ooh, oh, cool. You can actually distribute them to characters.
Oh, that's
Like-
nice.
Like I can put them in your guys' inventories.
Oh,
It's funny. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so as you guys are in town, you're selling your goods at some of the local vendors. Suddenly, there's a commotion in the streets. You hear screams coming from the west side of town toward the docks. When you look over, you could see people running in the opposite direction, going east. As you walk outside of the building that you just sold some of your items from, you're on the same block, right? It's that sort of blank tile area, right by the Church of Jelena. You kind of step outside and you just see people running by. They're trying to get away. And suddenly you see water rushing across the street in the distance.
Like in what direction?
It's rushing like over the streets onto the cobblestone, and it's gone. It's like gone all the way up to this block. Like
from the river, right?
From the sea.
Okay.
People are falling over in the white water, and then it suddenly kind of subsides, and then it comes back again. People are screaming, "Monster! Run! Monster!" Then you hear the
Oh
word
no.
Kraken on some of the lips of the people fleeing.
Good eating that.
Calamari.
All right, well, let's go check it out.
Hey, that's the Kraken follow us.
Probably. Probably.
Holy shit.
As you guys make it down to the docks, the Kraken has surfaced in front of many of the ships that are moored there. Many of the stone guardians have assembled with their javelins, and they're tossing them towards many of the tentacles that have emerged from the ocean and are beginning to pick them up and fling them off into the distance, into the sea, as they fall with a splash. People are screaming. Women and children are running as fast as they can. Many of the elderly people are just hobbling over the cobblestones, tripping, falling into the water face first. There's not much anybody can really do to help people. These other tentacles come like around the ships, picking them up, and even feeding some of these people into the beak. On the back of the nape of this great kraken, as it kind of turns, you see the Myrmidon King.
You say feeding in the beak. Isn't the beak is portal?
Yes.
Oh.
How does he eat?
Yeah, I remember we asked
feeds
that,
off
but
the
I
energy.
forgot what's the answer.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We
yeah,
did-
into
we
the
did ask
stone.
that.
Yeah.
And also,
gonna-
is this portal like all the other portals we've seen have when they don't have a stone in them, they're like dormant, like they don't do anything. Can we see like a stone attached to this portal?
There is something lodged inside the beak that is especially bright.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do? You could see your boat moored on one of the docks, and you know that there is sensitive equipment on board. And it's your only way to Kaldea. What do you do?
Well, I think it's more important to deal with the giant kraken that's found the city that's looking for us. Specifically, though, it was looking for the thing that Marge used. I can't even remember what it was. The Fountain of Youth or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we did kind of tell him where it was. We gave him very vague directions.
The sarcophagus of rejuvenation.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes.
And yeah. So I mean, let's hear him out. You know, I mean, I feel like trying to run away without hearing him out is only going to piss him off if he's not already pissed off.
So what do you do?
So I guess
You're running
I'm gonna
toward the
go.
docks?
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the docks, as close as I can get without being swept away in the waves. Try and flag him
Brillis
down.
would follow you, of course. Try to kind of match your energy. I don't. Is Rig and Thorolf, are they joining them, or is this already now Rig's back in the palace?
Rig's back in the palace, but he's probably getting
Yeah.
word of this, and he'd probably meet down there with his troops. But yeah, he's not with the other characters.
Yeah. So like right now, it's just Brillis is one of my characters is actually like part of this, and he's following Kamaji.
Yeah. Correct. Just Brillis. Are you guys rushing to the dock to say something, or
Yeah.
what are you
Thought I
saying?
said that. Yeah. Well, does he see us? I don't know. Can he there's like waves crashing everywhere. I'm not sure if he's even like looking to talk to us, or if he's like dead set on mayhem. Like, what is he doing?
He appears dead set on mayhem, from what you can tell. He's literally taking people off the docks, or the Kraken is, either throwing them inside its beak or tossing them into the sea. Other tentacles are wrapping around ships and beginning to crush them, splintering them like sticks.
Um,
What the fuck are
You know, I'm not sure if that guy there knows it, but he's being a real nuisance, you know. Maybe we should ask him to cut out the baloney.
I guess I'll try and yell to him, but can he even hear me? And like, I don't know if it feels like he's way too far away to hear anything I'm going to say to him from here.
He is quite far. You can try to get his attention somehow if you would like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
How
wave my arms.
far
and-
are we now? How far? What's the distance?
How far are you? You're probably 200, like maybe 100 feet, 200 feet.
100 feet. Ah, it's too far. Right. 200 feet. 200 feet.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna yell out and wave my arms and be like, "Stop! Stop! What are you doing?"
Roll a Constitution check. See if you can really belt this.
Oh, just for Comanche then.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be more like, okay, yeah. Oh wait, sorry, I rolled it twice.
I can
first
use
one.
step of the wing, run faster. Run.
I mean,
To
he's
the
in the middle of the
distance.
ocean.
I can run on the ocean. I'm a
Oh,
level
nice,
9
nice.
monk now.
That's so wild. That's so cool. 19 passes. You get his attention. The Kraken's tentacles unfurl around from the boats, and it turns its attention toward you, standing on the dock. You can imagine you're sort of minuscule in comparison of this gargantuan beast that looms before you. Its tentacles begin to crawl out slowly out of the water toward you. And the Mer King steps around the side and he peers toward you and smiles. He doesn't say anything yet. He's just looking toward you, expecting an answer.
An answer to what?
No, whatever it is you want. He's you called out.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, what are you doing? Why are you here? I thought we settled our business.
We did. Do you not recognize me? You see the skin on the Mer King has grown considerably younger. He appears to be in his prime. He has found the sarcophagus of rejuvenation, and he has found a way to use it.
Good for him.
How the fuck? I thought we broke it.
Well, Marge just used it.
Yeah. Isn't we kill the thing inside that? There's a thing inside that thing, and we killed it.
There's
I
a
don't know.
thing inside the. There was a gemstone.
No. There was a creature, and
There was creatures protecting it.
No. There's actually a creature inside that sarcophagus. Blah blah. There,
Yeah,
like
but
a like a slime octopus thing.
That didn't have anything to do with the thing, though. It was just
So
the
what's that thing?
sarcophagus had the power. It was the object.
Yeah. I've heard tales of the artifact you possess. And now that I am in possession of such great power, I have returned to claim it as my own. So tell me where it is, Comanche, and I'll be on my way.
What artifact?
Oh,
I just
you
like,
know.
oh, this, and I like hold up the bottle of Nostradamus's spirit.
He examines it. One moment. Let me grab his character sheet. Uno momento. Okay. He is going to roll an Arcana check on this. And he gets a 20. It is not the artifact that I seek. But if you don't give me what I want, then I will pry it from your cold fingers, Kamaji. And I perhaps will have 2 artifacts. Now, tell me where this portal is.
The portal? Don't you have the
yes.
portal in your Kraken's maw?
I have 1 portal in the Kraken's maw, but with being in possession of 2 would give me double the power. I have been to the island in the north, with a pirate. I think you remember her, Captain Breeza. I have found records that indicate she was in possession of such an artifact, and I want it. Now hand it over to me.
I can't.
Oh,
We no
you
longer
can.
possess the artifact ourselves.
Where are you keeping it, Kamaji?
We aren't keeping it. It just sunk in the middle of the ocean.
Do you take me for a fool? Do I look like a fool to you, Kamaji? A slimy seawater creature with no intelligence, a sponge for a brain? Who do you think I am? I am the Mer King. Now tell me where the artifact is.
Fuck you, Murmur King.
I honestly, I could point you in the direction, but I honestly don't. With the currents, I could have been swept anywhere by now. That was weeks ago.
Rumor states that you fled across the ocean in a boat that perhaps possessed it. Let's see, was it this one? He moves the Kraken over. It uses one of its tentacles. It wraps around a large Navy ship and it pulls it in towards his Kraken. And he like hops on board of it. And he like looks, he's starting to look inside. The tentacles are like going through the chambers.
Did your intelligence tell you that we were also captured by Elder Lich Galma and held prisoner in the Shadowlands for months?
No, I did not hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you've returned. I would have preferred you to have remained as prisoner.
If you want the artifact, you're gonna have to pry it out of Elder Lich Galma's bony little fingers. So good luck with that. I wish you the best of luck.
Roll
But
deception.
as for where to find him, I cannot say.
Deception.
Not good at it, but I will roll.
Wait, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my bend luck penalty on I'll use my bend luck bonus on Kamaji to give you a plus D4 to that, so that brings it up to a 9. And then I'll use my bend luck penalty on this guy, and that drops you down to a 5. I used a lot of sorcery points on that, but
Let's say, for example, you're telling the truth. And in fact, you do not have the artifact. This would be a disappointment to me. I was so hoping to have 2 of the stones. Do you even realize what it is that you are carrying on your person? Do you understand the power that these stones possess?
Well, we know it's shiny.
I understand some of the power, yes. I tell you what. How about we make a trade and that will benefit both of us?
Propositions. Interesting. Let's hear what it is you have to say. The Kraken moves one of its tentacles around another boat, crushes it as it brings it towards the Merking. He's kind of scouring the deck and looking for stuff. Hops up on the quarterdeck, looks over at you. What is it that you propose? Tell me. Make it a sweet deal, Kamaji. You know that I like sweet deals.
Well, how about we give you a phantom quartz, and in return, you take out Elder Lich Galma, and you can have the artifact he took from us as well.
A phantom quartz. How unexpected. Where did you come into possession of a phantom quartz?
Well, we did escape the prison that we were being kept in, and we didn't escape it empty-handed.
Very well. Hand it over to me, and I shall depart, and leave your precious city in peace.
Well, I'd like to see. I'd like you to make good on your word and use the Phantom Quartz to go after Elder Lich Galma.
Well, I can't guarantee that I will go right away, but perhaps when I have acquired enough of this collection that I'm pursuing, then in due time I will face off with this hateful little bony-fingered man that you so astutely described. How does that sound to you?
You have a portal right here. We could go together right now.
Well, you see, this portal does not go to Lich Galmar or Ren the Nightwalker's domains. It goes elsewhere.
Yes, but with my knowledge, we could swap the stones that your Kraken currently is using, and perhaps change the destination of the portal.
I will do that on my own time. I have no desire to switch it out now. Hand over the stone, and I shall depart. That is the best that I can offer you.
What do you guys think? I feel like we can't fight this thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's pretty fucked. Probably. Seems fucked.
I bet we can kill it and make it become the desert.
I mean,
That leads us into the end of this generation.
yeah, I don't
This
know,
is a
dude.
big
It's
monster.
like it's a kraken with the power of a Silspore passage in its mouth.
Man, but we are at our city, right? We got army, we got...
That's like exactly why I think we're at a disadvantage being in the city, because we have no option to flee, and there's just like tons of collateral damage that we can't possibly hope to protect. Like fighting here means probably, even if we were to somehow pull out a win against the Kraken, probably the end of Stoneguard as a city, or as a powerful city. It would probably be no longer really viable as a port. It'd probably be completely decimated.
Well, right. We got
But
mage.
I also don't really want to give him the Phantom Quartz either. I think that's probably a bad idea. But I was trying to get him to like swap out the stones in front of us, and like maybe taking the stone out of the Kraken like removes its power or removes his control over it, is what I suspect. But that plan didn't work, and now he just wants our stone.
Well, how about we just lead him to fight with Galmar?
Well, that's what I was trying to do, but he doesn't want to go. He just wants the stone.
What a douchebag.
We also don't really know where Galmar is.
Yep.
Bro, how about this? If he don't want to fight Galmar, we go find Galmar and make Galmar fight him. Right? Galmar wants us. Right? He's trying to searching of us. We can trick them. We just say, hey, okay, we give you the stone, but we hide the stone at here, And let's go here at the day, right? And then we lead Galmar to there too. And then they both there, and we say like, oh, okay, who wants the stone? Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah, but we don't know where Galmar is and how to I don't
Yeah.
think this guy is just gonna be like, oh, you don't have the stone? Fine, I'll just let you go away and I'll leave and I'll take it on your word that we'll meet back up at a later date in a different
What?
location.
He is a king. He's an honorable person, right? I guess. I don't know.
I mean, he's on a kraken crushing boats in the harbor of
Man,
Stoneguard.
He's kind of got all the leverage is the point. Like he kind
he's a
of like
jerk.
doesn't have to do anything we say, which is why my original trade was going to be Phantom Quartz for the stone inside the Kraken, but I knew he wouldn't take that because he's got too much leverage.
Hmm.
You got to make a decision.
I do have one other question. I want to I'll have Brigsby like flying around this whole time and kind of surveying the situation and just appearing like an owl, and I want Brigsby to kind of get as close to the portal to the beak as possible, particularly looking at how the stone is embedded in the Kraken and if it's like a thing that's like pryable or would be grabbable.
Go and roll a perception check.
Perhaps by a giant owl, for instance. I'm gonna roll Brigsby's perception. 1 sec. Where is he?
You would have to travel into the beak to pry it open, and prying it open would require a difficult strength check. You can see that it is lodged in there, so as to keep it in there permanently. But it doesn't mean it can't be pried out. It's just it's lodged, perhaps even fused to the beak somehow.
Is it like attached to like just the top or just the bottom, or can he literally like not open his mouth?
No, he can open it, but it looks like it's somehow fused to the top of the beak, inside of the beak, in the back.
Gotcha.
Did you want it? Did you want Brig? Because what's his name? Bigsby can just, you can resummon him, right?
I could do that, yeah. But I mean, it would cost some resources. I don't want to do it if it's not going to work, or if it's not going to. I mean, I don't think he's really. Bigsby's strength is 13. Oh wait, I actually get advantage on that perception check too. Oh, it didn't matter, but never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't. Doesn't seem like a feat that I could pull off, and I also don't know what that would even really accomplish.
Yep.
Well, Kamaji, I'm tired of waiting. The stone for your lives.
I'm gonna give Brigsby this. I'll give Brigsby the stone, and then I will have Bigsby fly off with the stone and go like far away from the city with it, like out to sea.
Okay, as
So
soon
he'll
as he
chase-
starts to go, like, as soon as he sees that he's starting to leave, he needs to roll. Actually, I need to roll something.
Oh, I'm just gonna say like, here's your stone. I'll like the owl will escort you away from the city. Don't come back again, basically, type of thing.
Okay. So he's going to start to follow the owl. Are you deceiving him?
No, I'm gonna give him the stone.
Okay.
I mean, he'll just come right back. It's like he'll be right. I can't go that far.
Yeah. He moves outside of the bay, And he takes the stone from Bigsby. And he leaves.
Okay.
He's true to his word,
Well,
and he does leave.
When Bigsby Bigsby's gonna throw the stone up to the king to kind of distract him, and then dive low and try and make one pass at the stone in the beak just to see if he can do it. I'll roll a stealth check if you want me. He's trying to do it without being seen by the
Just
king.
keep in mind, he has to go into the beak.
Yeah,
meaning
he's
the
gonna
beak
die
can
doing
close. Okay.
He's gonna die. I'm aware of that.
Okay.
It's just a familiar. He's just a familiar. I can
For
just
sure.
summon him again.
Okay.
Okay, so should I roll stealth? Or
Yes.
is that... okay.
Just roll. I think. Yeah, roll stealth. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, if he's on top and I'm going to the bottom, he wouldn't really be able to see me anyway. I don't think.
I think just roll your strength check. Actually, I'm gonna go with that because I got something else in mind.
Okay, strength check. Here we go. Wait, I want to double check something else too. Maybe I can help Bigsby. Oh, I think I have to be close to do that. Yep, I have to be close. Oh well. All right, Bigsby. Rolling that 20. Not terrible, but I don't think that's going to be enough. We'll see.
It's not enough. As Bigsby enters into the beak, he uses all his might to dislodge it, and though it's a great effort, it's not enough. The beak shuts, and Bigsby finds himself suddenly transported into the following location. The Beastlands.
I mean, honestly,
is-
as soon as he goes to a different plane of existence, he's just gonna I can't concentrate on the spell past a certain threshold.
Okay. So you wouldn't be able to see it,
even...
but he does. Briefly. He sees it through the portal, and then as soon as he crosses over, it's gone. So you just get a flash or a glimpse.
Yeah. Beastlands.
This would be... The Beastlands is the deity Corwin, Spore Minotaur, which we know has not been able to get out of the Beastlands for unknown reasons. But the Merking has access to it, which means he could be keeping him trapped there. Okay, I'm going to get us back to the other one. All right, this is now gone.
And we're down to one Phantom Quartz.
The people of Stoneguard are eternally grateful to you. You're being hailed as the heroes of Stoneguard once again as the people come out and celebrate your great diplomatic victory against the Merking and his pet Kraken. Rig soon shows up thereafter with his troops, but there's no need of them any longer now that the threat has departed. People are beginning to clean up the docks. You see your ship still lying safely moored against one of the boardwalks in the distance. King Rig, you have arrived.
Hello, Kamaji. It looks like you have the situation under control here. Talk to you privately for a moment.
I step away from the army, although we're all still.
Yeah.
The from his encounters, and what did you do to get him to leave?
Well, I unfortunately had to part with one of our remaining Phantom Quartz. We still possess one, but that was the only way I could see to get him to leave peacefully. He did use the sarcophagus of rejuvenation and was able to gain some power from that. I told him of Elder Lich Galmar's existence and hopefully two of our problems take care of themselves for us. It's the only good that really came of this situation. We still possess one quartz, so we could still complete our mission, but now if something goes wrong on this end, then we might end up trapped there.
Things are getting dicier and dicier. So we have at least one left. Better hold on to it. And that is a rosy possible future where our enemies destroy each other. And I guess the one small bit of consolation is they are both too small and petty to ever work together.
I think that is absolutely correct.
Should they ever cross paths, they will probably destroy each other before coming for us.
It did seem as though he was not trying to pick any fights he wasn't sure he could win. He was not keen to take on that fight immediately, despite my my pleads.
It is the way of most bullies and cowards. At the end of the day, he is a weak little man, surrounded himself with strength and magic. However, he's
Well-
still stronger than us.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get that stone out of his mouth. I tried to send Bigsby after him. He wasn't able to pry it loose. I wonder what would happen if you were able to do that.
Wonder what would happen if you could just take the whole damn mouth out. One go. Can't separate the jewel from the mouth, separate the mouth from the squid.
Well, imagine if you could do that, you wouldn't have a problem with the Kraken in the
That's
first
true.
place.
That's true, but they are much softer where the mouth meets the skin than they are where the jewel meets the beak. Not saying it's possible, but merely saying what if.
As you guys
Can-
are talking, there's like a crowd that's kind of developing nearby. You see Rio on one side that's like kind of fending off the dense populace that's moving in on you, and on the other side you see Prince Elmond, and he's like, "Everyone, back up, please! Please give King Rick some space, okay? He's having a very important conversation." Ruin, you kind of like look over and you see Prince Elmond. He's like in his element. He's doing exactly what he was wanted to do, which was, defend King Rig. And then of course there's Thorolf, and Thorolf is giving hugs to the random people that really want to hug King Rig but aren't allowed to. Notably, many goblin girls.
I know that you're really grateful to King Rig for helping you hold on to your sheep. I know that there's a great sheep blight, and that Rig helped solve that problem. But he's not a hugger. I'm the hugger, so come on over here. Really, really squeeze me tight. I know you're full of gratitude, and it goes towards me now.
They're giving Thorolf hugs. They're starting to part the crowd so King Rig can make his exit and get back to the palace and the forge to go about his regular business. What's the plan? Can we go into the ship?
Rig gave Kamaji an idea, and Kamaji wants to think back to like what Bigsby saw in the mouth of the Kraken
So
right before he went through the portal.
Sure.
Specifically, I want to know how the jewel was fused. Like, I understand it was fused to the mouth. Were there any like cavities at all, like where you could like reach between the gem and the roof of the mouth, or like anywhere you could like lodge something in there?
Yes, it appears that like somehow there was some kind of impression or cavity in the upper part of the beak, and they lodged the stone in there and then fused it like a metal around it. That's keeping it sort of stuck in place. But it's, I would say, a shoddy job.
Okay. So what I was kind of thinking was, next time we see this thing, I send little Brigsby into the mouth carrying the a movable rod that I've been holding forever. He lodges the rod behind the gemstone and then presses the button and then uses the Kraken's own strength to rip the gemstone out of its own mouth.
Okay. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Well, I mean, we'll have to wait until the next time we
Yeah.
see him. I'm sure we're going to see him again. I don't know. I mean, it was months since we last saw him, so
Yeah.
it might be a long time. But I'm telling you guys all this now so that maybe if I don't remember, somebody will.
Okay. Fair. And we want to go back to the ship?
I guess, yeah. Just got clapped by a Kraken. Got to go to fucking Kaldea now with one less Phantom Quartz. Now we're like fucked if anything happens
our
to the
lap.
portal. Somebody takes the Phantom Quartz out of the portal on this end, or the ship goes down, or anything happens, we're stuck in Kaldea.
Isn't? Oh,
Yep.
Having the secondary gemstone was our backup plan. That was our safety net. Now we don't have a safety net.
Okay.
we don't need it.
You've returned to your ship.
Well, hopefully.
You guys are here. This is the orrery. All right. You have the stone. Are you prepared to commence the operation?
Yeah, what was the thing? We have a thing that's supposed to get us in there when we're on the other side, the artifact that we went all the way back for to the
Yes, the armor set.
Yeah, that
Prince Elmond had it, but you gave it to one of you guys last session, I believe.
yeah, I think we gave it to Brillis, right?
I think so. Somebody. Your party has it for sure. Whoops, Rig shouldn't be here, so let's go and remove. But Handsome Tim is here, if you choose to take him. Alright, I can stay on board the ship if you want me to.
No, you're definitely not coming.
Why
Alright.
you become small?
Oh, that's a good question. It should be a lot bigger. Let's see here. Oh, it's a bit more comfortable. Because he's a character sheet now. That's why. All right, so he's going to stay on board to protect the ship and make orders to move it or move the artifact if there's some necessity to do so. All right.
Wait, who should we give this armor set to? What kind of armor is it? Like, I don't know what it is.
That is a good question. The AC for that.
Well, specifically, is it like heavy, medium, light? Because like,
I think
Brillis might not be able to wear it and cast spells at the same time.
No, it was medium because Prince Elmond wore it, and he is a barbarian. I'm just trying to find his character sheets. Give me a moment. To make this easier on myself, I'm just going to go here. Okay.
Was that maybe the breastplate that you put in there or something? I'm not sure. Is that what that was?
Let me check. No, that was something else. Let's see. But we're going to use those stats for it. So I think that makes the most sense. But we're
Breastplate?
Yeah, but we are going to call it a +2. So I'm going to add a second one for you. Okay, it's in there now.
Okay. I don't know that any of us can wear this though.
Yep.
One of us might have to wear it just as like a disguise though.
Okay.
I guess we'll just take it with us for now and we'll put it on once we have a better idea of what's going on the other side.
Okay. All right. That means we need to go to here. Give me a moment. Just trying to find my map from my other campaign. Actually, let me do this. This will be easier for me. Ah, okay.
Neither of you have proficiency in medium armor, do you?
Nope.
Me? I don't. I got no armor. Muck.
Yep.
All right. We're in Oenia. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. When you exit, you find yourselves inside of a very small room. And in this room, it's about the size of the cabin on board the ship. And inside, at the center of the room, is the same orrery, same mechanism that you used to transport yourselves through the Soulspore passage into this other place that you know as Kaldea. I'm going to show you it. Except this place is very strange and unusual to you. It's not. It has things inside of it that you've never seen before. Mechanisms that seem to rotate and create different, like, strange clicking sounds. There are these mechanisms on the wall that have these hands that are ticking around in a strange fashion. They're very mechanical, very precise. You know, as players, you would know them as clocks. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you the map now. But things appear to be run down and not visited in for some time. Let's do this. Let me get rid of Rig. I should need to set him inactive. And Thorolf.
Tim's on the ship too.
Thank you. Do that later. Okay, here you go. So there's like sparks coming out from some of the machines and a bunch of clockwork type fixtures on the walls. Everything appears very foreign and strange. They're kind of sitting there in awe of it all. But no one is around.
Good. Thank God. that was the biggest worry, coming through a portal blindly. It's like you're in like a middle of a like square, crowded market street. All right, I'll investigate the room, look for any like hints about what type of facility we're in and how long it's been abandoned for.
Go do an investigation check.
Is that for all of us or just Kamaji?
You can all do it.
Investigation. Oh, yeah.
I got a cool 30.
Yep.
Ruin, you can't find much of any value. There's no coins in here. There's no evidence of anyone leaving anything valuable out besides these strange machines that are in front of you, which you can't really discern their use. Brillis, you notice that there is a cup of water that has been left out on a table. It is a quarter filled, and it appears to have collected a lot of dust around the base. So when you move it to the side, there's no dust in a ring on the table. So you can see that it's been there for some time. And
Yep.
Kamaji, you notice that there's this strange clicking noise coming from the other side of the door. And every like 30 seconds or so, it kind of does this sort of reset. And it goes. And just keeps doing that repeatedly. Almost like a power source working on some kind of device that is currently active.
I don't see anything
You have to
anything that's
open the
on
door
this.
to know.
There's nothing on this side that's being flickered or anything like that, right?
Mm-mm.
All right, I'll open the door and check it out. I'll check it. I'll open the door cautiously.
Okay. When you open it, you see the following figure, sort of slumped over in a chair, their head hung low, and a power cord attached to their lower back. And that cord seems to run into the wall, but it's like kind of pulled out, not fully into the jack. And it seems to be like trying to wake up, and then it just powers down, as if it's like kind of getting some kind of power on and off to it, but it's not enough to actually fully charge it.
I'm gonna examine it intensely before plugging it in fully.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll investigation or arcana if you'd like. You notice that behind the panel where this cord goes into the lower back, there is some kind of power source. You open the panel, and this thing is flickering, and it appears a bit dull.
Okay. Is there like, what does this thing seem to be used for? Like, is it like does it look like aggressive, built for combat? Does it have like weapons or sharp things attached to it? Anything like that?
You don't see any weapon implements on this creature. It just is slumped over. It has normal hands with opposable thumbs and regular 4 digits. It sort of has a alien-like head, but no actual orifice in which it would feed.
Okay. And on the panel in the back, you said it was what? It was dull, you said?
Yeah, you open the panel on its back, and there's like a crystal in there, and it's dull. Like the light is dimming.
Do I recognize this crystal at all? Or is it
You
just...
can roll Arcana. It appears to be some kind of precious gemstone, or perhaps even some kind of petrified stone similar to the sunstone, but not of any origin that you're aware of.
Okay. Wondering. I don't think I have any notes to help here.
It looks
Okay.
similar to, I would say it looks similar to that diamond you found in something that was being used to power that power source.
That I
Something similar.
sold.
Yeah, something similar like that.
The shiny diamond stone I sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna plug him in.
When you
See
plug
what
it in,
happens.
he kind of lifts up, and you hear like these like clicking sounds as his arms sort of come in front of him. He like peers at his hands, and he looks up at you, and he just goes, "Master, master, you are not my master. Who are you? Inquiry, who are you?
Oh, now take it easy there, fella. Now,
Easy.
I'm just
Taking it easy. Taking it easy. Inquiry, who are you?
my name is Kamaji. And yours?
Kamaji. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Butler Tix.
Who is your master?
I serve the great and honorable Phineas, researcher extraordinaire and master of this great laboratory.
Well, I don't mean to alarm you, but we just arrived here by accident, and it appears this place has been abandoned for some time. I think you may have been taking a bit of a snooze there for quite a while.
Processing. 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 It has been 2,055 days, 33 hours since Master Phineas has departed from library. It seems something must have gone wrong. Are you here to help restore power to the facility?
Perhaps. I guess we're just here to, as researchers ourselves, to see what this place is all about.
I
You think you could
see.
help us with that?
Perhaps. It is my duty to care for the laboratory and wait for Master Phineas to return. Would you mind doing a favor for me?
Sure.
My circuits are fried, and I'm not talking as I normally would talk. Please go into the laboratory behind you and fetch my voice box.
That sounds fine.
Is that the where we just came from in here?
Please proceed through the door from whence you came, and procure my voice box.
Where?
Go and roll investigation on the room.
My 30 wasn't good enough before?
That was for something else. Yeah, you find it. You got 22. Ruin, you're just kind of stumbling around. You see a bunch of gadgets on the back wall, but you can't really make out what is what. But you see something unusual, Kamaji. It's got this sort of like strange, it looks like a speaker, essentially. And you pick it up. It's very tiny. And it's got like just the right size to fit right into the base of the neck, about where a collarbone would be. And you walk back and you push it in. You glance at the back and you see that crystal is now fully charged.
Oh, that was quick. Nice. Cool. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, thank you. Please, insert here. He moves his head back for you to push it in.
Okay, I'll help him out.
That is much better. Thank you for inserting my voice activation. Please, what can I do for you, Master Kamaji?
We're just trying to learn a little about this world. You see, we're not from here. You seem like a man of science.
I am an androgynous clockwork entity. You may call me Butler Tix.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, we're just men of science. You know, we're trying to learn as much as we can. Maybe you could help us.
Science. Science. Science is the best thing that has ever come to Kaldea until the great ruler Ren took over. The Dark Lord who brought the storm, who brought the shadows, who ruined our world. Ah, science.
Does he not like science or what? And what'd you call yourself? And androgynous.
I am an androgynous
clockwork?
clockwork entity.
Yeah, that.
Master Phineas built me with his bare hands, piece by piece, using the most...
But
Yes?
Ren does not. Ren doesn't. He doesn't like your kind.
No, we have been outlawed. Unfortunately, most of my kind have been destroyed. However, there are still some clockwork entities that serve him, but they are designed for war and combat. All advancements of science have been halted in the meantime. Shadows now stalk the streets and enforce the law.
Well, perhaps seems like you'd be willing to help us then.
Yes, I would very much be willing to help you.
Great. Let's why don't you stop by giving us a tour of this facility?
Please, follow me.
And give us some wine.
You are a strange-looking creature. Well, please, what is
What?
wine? Wine. Wine.
The hell? You don't have wine here? What a lame word.
Perhaps we have it, but call it by a different name.
It's alcoholic juice.
Alcoholic juice. Ah. A type of sustenance that organic creatures consume in order to sustain themselves. I do not need such organic material. However, I do need certain things to make sure that I can exist. Please, follow me down here, through the hallway. This
All right.
is where Master Phineas, and him and his colleagues would sleep. Ignore the dead bodies on the picture. Just pretend that those are bunks.
Sleep with dead
Oh
bodies.
gosh, look at these wonderful bunks they have there, you know.
Ah,
Real
that's
cozy.
lame.
They got wow. I really like those body pillows.
Yes. Master Phineas was always very, very big on body pillows.
Oh,
He said they were comfortable. Comfortable. What a strange word. This way, please.
gross.
This is Master Phineas's great laboratory. As you can see, the large vats which are connected to the pipes that move into the walls are the great energy which flows through this laboratory and helps it to sustain the various technologies that Master Phineas would test. Please, this way. We shall go to the outer balcony.
This is door.
He opens the doors, and you feel this cold wind rush past you. As you gaze out over the landscape, it's stark, covered in shadows, and sort of an unsettling mist. The foliage here is unlike anything you've seen before. And then Butler Tix explains. As you can see, much of the flora and fauna has changed since the arrival of Ren the Nightwalker. The Kaldean native species have since gone extinct. It is a terrible shame.
It's does it resemble the Shadowlands to us at all?
Yes, it does.
Well, do you reckon this has any connection to the Shadowlands? Butler takes.
Most definitely.
Intriguing.
Ren the Nightwalker is the only known demi-deity to have successfully merged one plane with the material realm. This way, please. And goes over here. Inside the next room is the power generator, which is now turned off, which was used to create the very first portal to the Silspore Passage. He comes inside, shows you the great generator. It's a massive crystal, one like you've never seen before. Surrounding it in these tubes, inside the tubes, you can roll, I guess, an Arcana check to know this. Brillis, you're not sure. Kamaji, you know it's like fungi-related stuff that's running through the tubes, which creates the Hive Gate that opens the Soulspore Passage. This is most certainly some kind of stone. With that, you would know this is a common, they call it a common shard here, according to Butler Tix. And it is sort of a neutral stone, which can be used to gain access to any different plane, essentially. And this is how you get to the material realm. Sorry, not any plane. These stones are used to get to the material plane, different material planes. And that's how...
So there is a stone on it?
Mm-hmm. It's a stone. It's a petrified type of stone, but you're not sure the exact origin of it, because I shouldn't give you all the details yet. But it works similarly to like the sunstone and all that.
Mushrooms equal raw magic. Crystals equal transportation magic. Combine them.
Something like that.
The hippies are thriving in this world with all the crystals and mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's very crystal. He
Oh,
takes you.
Fram, we're live. Appreciate this.
Yeah, dude.
Takes you to the next room, and this is where he stores the energy. So that's the generator, and this is where the storage is. He takes you over here, and he shows you the food stores. It's all rotted. There's nothing really edible in there any longer. Okay. That's pretty much everything. There's like a separate passage back here, but it's nothing.
How long have you been here?
Excuse me. He tells you 2,000 days, and he goes through the whole thing again.
2,000 days.
It's like
But that was like
2,033 hours.
That was just how long he's been here alone. How long has he been here with his master?
Correction. I have been here with my master for 8 years. And then he goes through the rest of it.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sorry if this is a bit of a personal question there, friend, Mr. Tix, but I was wondering what you're made of, you know?
What am I made of? You may see. He opens his like breast, the panel, right? There's all these like mechanisms turning and all this strange liquid flowing through like tiny little pipes. He tells you it's
When he opens his chest, like Brillis averts his eyes for a second and has to like peek to make sure it's okay, that he's not seeing anything like offensive.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay there, fella. Oh, I see there. So, would you say you're made of stone?
No, I am not made of stone. I am made of metal and gears and liquid.
Would the same process that animates you work on someone made primarily of stone?
You must be referring to the petrification process. Checking.
I am there, you know.
Checking. Yes, it is possible to de-petrify an object or a person
Oh,
in
it
theory.
is, oh. Tell me more.
You would need the necessary implements to do so. 1, a de-petrification staff, or 2, allegedly, and this is only in theory, or rather, a religious theory, to visit the springs of one of the demi-deity planes.
Okay there. I have 2 solid leads now, a staff or a spring, you know. Oh,
We have the
Ha, solid.
the
I get it.
reverse of the staff.
Good joke. Ha, 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 ha.
I wasn't even trying there, friend, You know there, Tix, I think you and I are gonna be fast friends.
You are what we call a comedian, but we do not have very many comedians in this world any longer.
In contrast to Brillis, like kind of like looking away when he opens up his like chest plate, Kamaji's like utterly fascinated and like literally just like pulls out like a magnifying glass and is like muttering to himself, like, fascinating. Crystal seems to act as some sort of a battery being charged with fungus magic. Yes. And he's just like looking through he's just like muttering to himself, like examining every little inner working of how this thing works to try and like understand it a little more.
Yeah, it's very similar to the way that the portal device works, where this like
Yeah, so
mushroom
I
fluid
feel
is
like
flowing through the veins, right? And it's
him having disassembled the entire portal and having reassembled it from scratch, he's got a pretty good handle on at least like the basis of this tech.
yeah.
He's never obviously hadn't seen it brought to like a consciousness or whatever this is.
You know, dear Mr. Tix, if you like that joke, I once knew a fella, a real green horn, I should say, who tried to make a brogan toe with an all hole. Oh boy, then he tried to seal it with an adhesive, but that's not what you do.
Interesting. Very interesting. Wait. I think I hear something in the distance. Suddenly hear the strange buzzing sounds. You can almost see this like dark mass moving through the thick mist off the cliffside to the east. What do you do?
Hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm gonna go inside and hide.
I mean, come on, like, Brillis is clearly gonna follow Kamaji.
Oh, net 20. I'm invisible.
Oh,
Where
nice.
where are you hiding?
You know what? I'm invincible. I'm gonna hide here. Hey.
Brillis is gonna join Kamaji inside of the building.
I'm outside so I can see more.
Okay. All right. Soon you see these strange creatures. They approach Butler Tix, who's standing outside. I'm going to go ahead and reveal them to you. One of
Why
them,
did he stand outside?
he doesn't know to hide. You know, he just lives here. One of the bugs, they're these like clockwork-looking beetles. It moves forward, and there's like a speaker on its mouth, and it starts to talk. Butler Tix, have you had any more contact with your master, Phineas? No, I haven't. I haven't seen him for 2,000. And he goes through all the same amount of days. And then Ruin, you're seeing this, and he's kind of like buzzing there, holding its place. And then they start to turn away, but I am going to have them check their perception. Brillis, you knock something over in the generator room, and the bugs hear it, and they start to move toward your direction. Roll initiative.
Huh?
Okay, so Kamaji and let's see, Ruin, you guys have surprise round. So you're gonna go first. You can take your turn, Ruin.
I'm first. The bug's trying to attack us.
Yep. They heard Brillis knock something
Right.
over.
I'm gonna shoot I'm gonna shoot 10 with my black metal card, of course.
Okay.
That's shoot. Yeah. Do I got advantage because I'm stealth?
Yes, you do.
Wow. 20
That hits.
damage. Hua. Is it dead? Hua.
It is dead.
This is 24. Nice.
Falls over.
Oh, lame. Okay. Extra attack. Attack number 6. Huh. Oh, actually net 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That's dead. Definitely dead.
Critical.
Critical. Woohoo.
Okay, it's dead.
And man, it seems so weak. So I gonna come here. Wait, If I use Flurry of Blow, can I punch different target, or these two need to be same target?
No, you can definitely punch different
Different.
targets.
Yeah, different.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna come here and use Flurry of Blow. And then I Unarmed Strike number 5. Huh.
Okay.
Kick. And the damage. And this will be 13 because I hit twice before this.
13 damage. Okay.
Is it dead yet?
Not dead.
Alright. Okay, I guess.
Dang, Ruin
It's
is
not dead yet.
taking them all out.
Wait, you know what? He's not dead yet, so I'm gonna use Death Strike
Okay.
to make another 6 damage.
That kills it.
Huh. Okay. And then another Unarmed Strike to number 1. Yeah. 11 dead 20! Awesome! Let's go! Hiya!
And you can get another kill.
Yeah. And this will be
15.
15. Yeah, 15.
That is just enough. You got it.
Nice.
And okay, you know what? Seems I'm already here. Let's do another one.
Okay.
With the so I gonna use the Swift Slayer extra attack. If I attack and use bonus action to attack, and then I can make another extra weapon attack. Let's use weapon attack. Can I throw a car again? But I'm in the range, so.
Yeah, you're adjacent to them, so it'd be disadvantage.
Alright, if that's the case, I gonna use my sight, I guess. So it will be. Huh. Fuck, alright. Never mind.
That misses.
Okay, so that will be my turn. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Goes to Kamaji next for surprise.
Okay, these guys look super weak, so I'm not gonna like use any resources on them or anything like that. I'm just gonna. I actually have this super weak thing that I've been holding on to that I haven't used in a while. This seems like a good time to use them. I'm gonna pop out from cover, and I am going to throw a Molotov cocktail. It'll hit all of them.
Okay.
So they need to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Okay, so from top to bottom, left to right, 13 was a 7, 14 was 21, and so on.
Okay, so the ones that fail are gonna take only 3 damage,
Okay, let's see.
and the ones that pass take 1.
Okay, give me 1 second. This is 1. This one is 1. Okay, this next one is going to be 3. That last one is 1. Okay.
And then alright, and this area is on fire, and if they start their turn in there, they're gonna take some more damage. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, it's going to go to the beginning of the round. Number 2 is going to go. It's going to move to here to attack. Actually, it's going to move. Yeah, it's going to move here to attack Ruin. It uses its bite with advantage. 13 misses.
Wait. When he starts his turn, he's got to make a
Ah,
what is it? Con saving throw, I believe.
okay.
Yeah,
This is non-magical, is that correct?
it's fire damage,
Okay. 18.
but that passes, so nothing happens.
Okay.
That's not the one that. That's not one of the ones that failed, is it? Which one failed? Because the ones that failed, the two that failed are the two that took 3 damage are burning as well.
Oh, I see. This is 4. This one passed.
Yeah, which of the two that failed though? Just so I'll keep track.
That would be number 13, which I'm going to add a condition for this. I'll just call it
Burning.
Man, I'll make one for it. There we go. And then the other one was number 3. Okay, they're on there. So it'd be this one's turn next. It's going to move here, attack.
So he
Burning.
makes another con save too.
16.
Okay. He still takes this, but he's no longer burning.
No longer burning. Okay. And then after that, it goes to number 4, who starts their turn. Con save 13.
He passes.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
It has low intelligence, so it doesn't know that. It's going to remain in the fire and try to attack. 11 misses. Ruin, your turn.
Okay. So of course, I gonna punch number 3 first among strike. Hiya.
Okay. That hits.
And then damage. 10.
All right.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Nice. So now I got agile parry. And then right. Do it again. Poke. Use my side. Poke the number 2. Poke.
That hits.
And the damage. This is 11.
Another 1. Okay, it's still up.
And then, Alright, of course, flurry of blow. Flurry of blow. Wait. I use Death Strike first.
Okay, sure.
Another 6.
Nice.
to
That
the
kills it.
Number 2.
Yep.
Nice. And then now I can move to here and flurry of blow to number 4.
Okay, you are in the
Oh.
fire there, just so you know.
Oh, I'm in the fire. Alright.
Yeah.
Can I come? How about this? Do I need to in the fire?
You wouldn't be next to them.
I forgot to do this. Okay.
Hmm.
The fire will only be there for this round, and then it'll be gone.
Well, it's fine. Just a little bit fire. It's just warming.
Okay.
Okay. So did it hit? 18
18 hits.
damage.
9. Okay.
This will be. This will be 11. I
Okay.
hit twice, right?
2 more.
And
Got it.
he's not dead yet. Okay. Right, another one on him too. But that means
Hits.
15. Okay.
Dead.
That means I actually don't need to go to there. I can just stay here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Oh my, this is not good. What is happening? And he walks to here and uses slam. It deals 8 damage.
You
Actually,
just choose to help us?
yeah, I'm going to say he doesn't help you, actually. He's going to stay here, and he's going to hide behind the pillar. I feel like he wouldn't attack. And then it's Brillis' turn.
Who else is gonna come over here? Oh, you know, Butler Texter, you should help us out. I got a lot more funny jokes about shoes if you do.
I am only
And then he is
programmed
going-
for combat in dire situations.
Boy, I feel like this is pretty dire there, you know. Your new friends and your favorite comedian are getting attacked by some mechano bugs.
Roll persuasion. We'll roll for his programming, which is wisdom.
At 20.
Oof, nice. You are right.
Oh.
You are now my masters. I must follow you since Master Phineas is no longer here.
The dire situation of the bugs that go down in one hit that haven't hit us yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
No, it's looking pretty dire there, you know.
yeah,
And so he's
20.
going to do Ray of Frost on number 11.
Okay. That hits.
14 to hit. 5 cold damage. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, until Phyllis's turn.
All right. Number 11 goes here. Tries to hit Brillis. Ruin. 23 hits.
Oh.
7 piercing damage. Watch out. And
Alright.
5 poison damage. You can roll a con save, though.
Okay, con save.
That passes. You're going to take half the poison damage, so only 2.
Okay, 9 damage. It's oh, I'm gonna parry the physic damage.
Okay.
So I only take 2 poison
Nice.
damage.
And then it goes to Kamaji.
What did you just do? You just what?
Parry the
just,
physical.
Does that take resources to do?
My reaction.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
have like
the
you don't have like a certain amount of them, or is that the agile parry thing?
no, that's the side Learness give
Yeah,
to me.
okay,
The dual
gotcha.
side. I can only do this while I'm dual wielding the side. So
Gotcha.
if I wielding the throwing card, I cannot do this.
I am going to. The fire's now gone, because it only lasted 1 round. Is that D4 I rolled? So I'll go up here and I'll stab this thing. 18 to hit,
That hits.
26 slashing damage.
It's dead.
And I'll just go over here.
Okay. This beetle's turn. Moves to here. Attacks. 23. 7 piercing, 5 poison. Same roll. You can roll a con save to half the poison. Ruin.
Yeah.
You can roll a con save to halve the poison damage.
Yeah.
Nice. That passes. So it's 7 piercing and 2 poison damage.
7 piercing and 2 poison. Got it.
This one comes over. Advantage 24 to hit. And take
Man.
4 piercing, 4 poison. You can do the con save again.
Fell.
Okay. So 4 poison damage. plus the 4 piercing.
Okay. Fine. Nothing. I'm
Let's
fine.
do this. That's going to go to Ruin.
Okay. Of course, I'm gonna punch them.
Okay.
I'm strike. What's that thing on the 13? What's that condition?
Oh, that was for birding. It's no longer happening.
Right? I miss, I guess. Try another one. Punch.
That hits.
Okay. Damage. And
Okay.
you're not there yet?
Not dead yet.
Okay. Flurry of blow. Aye. Well, I will got agile parry first. Huh. Damage.
That hits.
This will be 10.
Okay. Dead. One more.
Nice. One more. To the 14. The hit?
Yep.
Nice. So this will be 13. And
Still
then I gotta just use another and a damage. Let's attract that. So this is 13 too.
Okay. They're all dead. You've finished your
Nice.
encounter. Let me give you
Well,
your...
hopefully those weren't scouts for something much worse.
I bet we're all gonna level up now.
I bet.
Well, we can.
I'm scared because East just used a lot of key points on a really easy fight, and I bet there's something bigger for coming behind us.
That's why I
You
was
didn't
only doing cantrips.
you say it first. Didn't use it.
I didn't want to like metagame it, but I mean those things were like
Right.
not really a threat at all, and I can only imagine the only reason they're coming is as scouts.
Well, I
Oh,
still got
my.
4 evoing.
I am not programmed for combat. How terrible this is. Why did you destroy Rin's scouts? He will surely
Well-
be looking for them. We could, however, say that one of the storms destroyed them, short-circuited their clockwork. Perhaps there is a way to talk out of it.
We didn't really have a choice. They were coming to attack us after they heard us, so
Yeah,
we had to act.
You must leave this place. You cannot stay here now.
Yes, we will leave in time, but we have no idea where to go.
Well,
Do you
there
have
is.
any?
I have much knowledge about this. Here, let me show you. He takes you back to the room. And he is going to show you a map. Here is Phineas's laboratory. To our southwest, there is a very long swamp bordering the coastline. A forest near the peninsula, and a jungle. Be careful for the jungle. There are many strange creatures which now reside in this unnatural wilderness. The road to Paradise Bay is fraught with challenges. I would recommend staying near the coastline, traveling around another tropical forest until you go north to Paradise Bay.
What is Paradise Bay?
It is the seat of the world's government, a large clockwork city where many different kinds of people live and serve Ren the Nightwalker.
What, when you say many kinds of people, would we fit in there?
No, not really. There are no humans. You are human, is that correct? Phineas wrote
Uh,
about you.
Me and Brillis are both human, and our
Well,
companion
that's a
here is
pretty
a
new thing
goblin.
for me, I'm human for now.
You are human for now, but you are not human
I,
for long.
I didn't used to be a human, up until pretty recently. I was a halfling, don't you know? But I got changed when I revisited the Shadow Realm.
How interesting. You can change your composition.
Well, it wasn't me who changed it. It was, well, that's kind of a long story there, friend. How long do you have?
I have a long time. By my estimates, I will survive for another 1,000 to 2,000 years.
I don't think the story will take that long, there, friend. But you never know. I'm just sure again that you and I are gonna be fast friends. So here, let me tell you all about my life story.
How interesting.
Let's start going into all the details about how he's starting with so I was born 43 years ago in a little halfling town.
At the end of the conversation, Phineas kind of looks over. I find your mannerisms very intriguing, and I believe that I could grow used to your patterns.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Oh, wow, friend. I think you and I are gonna be good friends.
You will prove to be an interesting companion. Will you allow me
Alright,
to walk along the road with you? Or perhaps I should stay here. I am uncertain as what I should do.
Oh, friend, you should join us for sure, You're a good listener.
Thank
As
you.
long as you think you'll be welcomed into the city, we don't want to get you killed. I mean, if that is the, or is that the wrong term? Are you even alive technically?
That is a matter of opinion among many scholars who debate such things. All I know
I'm
is that I
ask,
exist, I think, and I operate.
I'm asking your opinion.
My opinion is that I exist because I think, and because I think, I make decisions.
If you were to be turned off, would that upset you?
If it was against my will, yes, it would upset me. But they would likely dismantle me if I went to Paradise Bay. I have been allowed to reside here at Phineas's laboratory, and have been instructed to report back to the administrators if I see him.
Do you know where did his expedition take him?
To a planet called Owania.
You don't say. That's why
Yes.
the portal.
The last thing
That
I
must be
saw was his cloak wavering through the portal. A special elven cloak that his mother had made him. Oh, how I miss you, Master Phineas. The way that you
Was it
oiled my joints.
Was it the cloak with the stab?
Yes.
Stab one,
Yep.
which we have.
Yep.
This cloak.
Oh my gosh, you're bringing oil to my my vision.
Oh my
Orifices,
gosh,
whatever.
he says.
I don't know, he says,
I like that. No, he says, "Oh my gosh." For
oh
sure.
my gosh.
Good gosh, golly, he has one conversation with Brillis, and now he's like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh my stars, Oh gosh. Whoa. Sorry for the strong language there, friend. I'm proven to be a real bad influence on this walking stone man.
Dude,
I suppose.
this androgynous clockwork entity's language learning models are top notch.
Oh yeah. Pretty soon he's gonna be just talking just like Brillis.
Brillis,
Alright, well,
best friend, companion, do you think I should stay, or do you think I should go? Perhaps you could dress me up and disguise me. I am known for my impersonations. Would you like to see one?
Oh gosh, oh yeah, I'd love to see you do an impersonation, you know. Oh yeah, that would be real fun.
Okay, this impersonation is of your friend Ruin. Hi, I'm Ruin. I'm a goblin. I'm the color green. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Oh wow, which one of you is a real ruin and which one of you is a robot? Oh, I'm not
I
even
don't know.
sure who's who.
Sometimes
I
I'm
like-
not even sure.
Kamaji sees like how this is like kind of that like immediately bothers Ruin. She's like, "What the fuck?" And like he just like starts like really like hamming up the laugh and like slapping Brillis on the back. Like, oh, that's a good one, ain't it, Brillis?
Oh, that's
That
a
ju-
real good one.
That sounds just like Ruin. Oh my, wow.
Oh wow, that's the wonders of modern technology never cease to amaze me. Oh,
Wait, correction. Let me try again. I have improved upon my model. Hi,
No,
I'm
stop
Ruin.
before I smack your head.
Hi, I'm Ruin. I'm green. So nice to meet you. I'll smack you on the head.
I'm gonna strike his head.
This time Kamaji is genuinely laughing and like
so Brillis gives the robot a gold piece. Oh, here's a
Stop
gold
it.
piece, bro, and you're doing a real good job. I'm really proud of you. Here you go.
it's just like Ruin.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh,
kidding
wow.
me?
Thank you. Perhaps I could make a fortune doing street performances.
No.
Oh yeah.
What's your
I,
part? Piece of shit.
you know, I hope I never have to get to the point where I have to pick which one of you lives and dies. Cause oh boy, I could never tell which one's which. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, can you do an impression of my friend Kamaji here? Oh boy, this is gotta be good.
Kamaji like immediately stops laughing and just kind of like glares at the I keep wanting to say robot at Butler Tig.
My
He just kinda
circuits
glares
are
at him.
indicating that Kamaji would not care for that.
Oh yeah, you're
You guys are mean.
you're definitely ruined, all right. Always thinking of Kamaji first.
Haha. You got it. Haha. Haha.
No, I need to tear you apart, piece of shit. Ah.
You're actually hitting Butler. Oh my god, you hit him. You hit them. What does that mean? I guess you have to roll damage.
All right, damage. Huh. Stop it.
Oh my god. You punch a hole right in the breastplate.
What the hell?
dents it.
Is that Barnable?
It's like almost 50% of his health.
Holy shit.
Wow, that is not a strong.
All right.
So then Butler Tix tries to hit you back with its slam attack, but it misses. Oh darn, I missed.
Hi, babe. Do
I-
this.
Guess I have to work on my impersonations and my temper.
yeah.
I would I'd reckon your impersonations are maybe too good and Ruin maybe the one that needs to work on her temper. And I did give Ruin the exact same glare that I just gave Butler Tiggs right before he refused to insult me.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, I was meaning to ask you, what do the people of Paradise, what's it called again?
Paradise Bay.
What do the people of Paradise Bay look like, and how would we best blend in? Are there any goblins at all? I feel. What is the dominant population there?
There are no goblins in Paradise Bay. There are only elves, dark elves, and the occasional orc.
Are there other androgynous clockwork entities such as yourself?
There are, but they have been banned for private use. Only the military and the administration are allowed to own them.
I see. You say elves and dark elves. I've only personally seen a regular elf through vision,
There-
but
There is literally no difference between them.
I
They hold
between
similar spaces within society. Some serve Ren, some do not. There is no distinction between the various what's the word I'm looking for? Cultures.
but if they are not aware that humans exist, it'd be pretty easy, I reckon, for a human to blend in among the elves as long as I just covered my ears with some long hair or a hat.
Yes, but you will need to do something about your eyes. Elves have sort of this piercing gaze. It's brighter
Kamaji, like,
than what you
come on.
display.
Any ideas about that?
We could try to fix something up here in the laboratory. Perhaps a contact lens. Have you heard of it?
No, but lens of some sort. Yes, I reckon with the equipment you have here, you could machine some sort of a small, clear lens that would reflect the light in just such a way, and like then he just starts mumbling off and like pacing around the
Yeah.
laboratory.
Butler ticks. He goes over there and he grabs some stuff. It's like tools that they would have used to fix the eyes of the butler robot. There's like a sort of like a plastic film that he takes and he cuts it up. It's very small. And it does exactly what you were hoping it would do. It works like contact lenses, but it just kind of changes the color, the brightness of your eyes. Okay, he hands that to each of you, and he says that Ruin will need to remain cloaked in order to hide their true identity. Masks would be preferable for Ruin. Otherwise, people will know that you're not from here. However, you could probably pass as you could probably pass as an orc child.
What about
Orc child, okay.
what if Ruin were to wear the breastplate?
Okay.
What would that do? Like, I know the breastplate is supposed to be like a free pass, but what if a freaking goblin is wearing it? It's like that obvious.
Yeah. Then it would be
Is that-
really odd. But people would still like that armor set has a very specific purpose. And if you march around in it in town, it'd be very unusual. It's usually worn in like a very specific location. You can show it to Phineas and he can give you information on it if that's something you want to ask. Excuse me. Yes, Tix, not Phineas.
I thought it was. I was also saying Tigs this whole time, not Tix. Which I might just keep doing because I don't know. I think it's funny now. Yeah, I'll show it to him though. I'm curious what he has to say about it.
Oh my, you have a Chancellor suit. Are you lying about who you are, or is this the one that Phineas took with him to the other world?
We found it with the robe, so I would gather it was with Phineas.
Did Phineas pass? Tell me the truth.
I mean, we can only imagine based on the state of his cloak and the stab wound.
How terrible. Ah, my circuits. They feel rested. Let me take a moment to myself. He moves over to the corner of the room, applies some oil to his joints. Ah, a little better, but not good enough. I suppose I must look to the future.
Yeah, so about this Chancellor's breastplate, as you call it.
Yes,
What's
Chancellor's
the
breastplate.
significance of this?
Only
We were told it was a free pass in Kaldea to do.
it grants
whatever you like.
access to the council chambers. and special quarters within that building. Without it, you cannot gain access.
And it won't even matter that they don't recognize us?
It is a very unique set of armor. Anyone wearing it is known to be, to be able to access said locations.
And your master, Phineas, he was the previous owner, I take it?
Yes, he was also a previous council member. For whatever reason, he managed to smuggle this suit of armor out of the council chamber storage and took it for himself. He kept it secret. He kept it safe. No one knew that he took it.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. I can't believe you just fucking said that. Let's see. I want to take him with us so bad, but I don't want him to die. Like, I don't want him to go
so
to the
weak.
He's so weak, and he is like so like he just said basically they'd melt him down if we took him in to the city with us, unless we like
Unless you wear the suit of
hid
armor.
him.
They did say that automatons are allowed to be in the city if they are under the control of government officials, but private residences, regular old people, guilds, they're not allowed to have it.
What if he wears the suit of armor?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, what about we give him the armor?
Metal wearing metal, and then he'll be more protected.
Could do that.
I'm curious. I ask him his opinion on that. Now, if we were to put this suit of armor on you, how do you think the gods and people in the city would react to that?
They might be confused when they heard my voice. They would know that an automaton exists underneath the suit of armor, and they would wonder why I have been allowed to wear it. But they would also probably not question my existence or my permissions.
It's also, I mean, it's just a breastplate, so they'd be able to see him clear as day.
No, this one, remember, it's like it's a unique breastplate, so we're using the stats for that, but once you press it, it encompasses you completely.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now that you say that, I do really remember this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Elmond wearing it, yeah. Yeah, see, the problem is like, if any three of us wear it, it's like a huge disadvantage to us.
Yep.
Like, we'll be rolling disadvantage on all dexterity checks, all stealth, all dexterity checks, all strength checks, and we won't be able to cast any spells.
And I'm monk. I don't wear armor.
Well, regardless of that, like, none of us can wear it. Like, the penalties will be the same for all of us. Like, but what's the AC on it, by the way? It's something. It is actually pretty good for AC.
It's +2, but I don't remember. It's like 14 plus dex, I think.
2 decks, up to 2 decks.
Yeah. Yeah.
14 plus 2 and plus 2 at dex, so that's 18.
I mean, it kind of seems like it's either Butler Tix or me, because I could still function with wearing the armor. Brillis can't function at all, and Ruin wearing the armor is, I think, a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Drawing more attention to Ruin is something we should avoid doing.
Yep.
And you are just lower my AC. So weird. An armor lower my AC.
The one thing it'll do to me is, like, if we get into, like, the reason for me wearing it is that I'm decent at charisma. I'm not great at deception or intimidation, but I'm good at performance and persuasion, and that's kind of it. Investigation, arcana, sleight of hand, stealth, I guess. Which, weirdly enough, don't have disadvantage on stealth for this. I thought I would for sure, but nothing I can find says.
What is your decision? Should I stay or should I go?
You know, friend, if it's up to me, I want you to come.
I think
Come with us.
I think you come with us, and your knowledge will be invaluable.
And well, but beyond just your knowledge, your friendship's gonna be invaluable. Oh,
And my
Not for
impersonations
me.
and great sense of humor.
you have a great sense of humor there. Maybe you're the comedian. I sure do have me going.
If only I could live out my comedic dreams in Paradise
If-
Bay. The
If
irony.
his
Oh, tell me more about your comedic dreams there, friend.
One day I would like to make everyone laugh. Maybe a crowd of people. Bring smile and joy to their lives, which have become so miserable.
Well, you know, you made me and Kamaji laugh there. I mean, you're halfway to a crowd already.
just think if his impression of Ruin could get that much better in 5 minutes, imagine how
Oh,
much
yeah.
it's going to improve over the journey we have. It's going to be indiscernible.
Do you
By the
want to
time we
hear
get there.
another joke?
I sure do.
No more joke.
What did the mother broom say to the baby broom? Time to go to
Oh.
sweep.
Oh, that reminds me of my own wife and daughter. It's given me a mixed emotion. You know, if you want Ruin to laugh at your joke, you should just pay her first.
Yeah, give me a coin. I will laugh.
Speaking of which, what is the dominant currency on this world?
They use something called shadow coins.
Do they look like this? And I pull out a gold coin.
Yes, but they have been painted over.
With what?
The color black to indicate the Shadow Realm. Or Shadowlands, excuse me. They're just gold. They're painted gold coins.
Okay. Oh, all right. We'll have to find some paint, but seems like we're doing all right. Well, it's a awfully long journey. I can't. We have gotten a considerable amount of information. If we wanted to turn back now and report back to Rig, I suppose we could, but I feel it may be worth it to make the long journey to the seat and get more information, because I think any information we're getting from this fine gentleman here is somewhat outdated at best.
Okay, so we're taking off then.
Well, I'm asking Ruin and Brillis if they want to, really, I guess, like it's group decision, because this is looking at the map. It's like there,
Well-
like we have to go all the way there and back, and like that's gonna be several weeks, and like we're vulnerable right now. Like if we get trapped. We could feasibly get trapped here. We don't have any stones to return with. So this isn't like a decision I can make on my own. This is a huge risk to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 weeks journey just one way. So a month minimum plus whatever time we spend in the city, which is at least going to be several days. And the whole time, if anything goes wrong on the other end, like we're screwed and we're trapped here. Not saying we can't get back eventually. Like,
And it's not definitive that something bad will happen on the other side, but I will be rolling for it.
Well, Rune
Yeah.
won't care. Even we trap here, he trap with Kamaji, that's fine.
I mean, really, the alternatives,
Whatever.
like the alternatives of going back are, or like, if we go back, what, like, we don't really know what exactly to do. Like, we'd be back to like, we'd have goals, but we would be like in the dark. Our goals would be tracking down the Kraken again, or trying to find a secondary Phantom Quartz somehow, which the only other one we know of is one we do not want to seek out, really. So, yeah, we'd be back to basically just roaming around in the dark. So I think this is the best option, is what I'm saying, for the sake of the game.
You know, dear, wherever I go, I'm kind of trapped in the life of having my family be stolen. I mean, this way we might find something. Boy, this fella here. Oh, what a hoot.
This is also, I know,
Hoot hoot.
I know you were thinking about
you jokester.
possibly playing some different a different character. So if like this is probably a couple session commitment to playing Ruin, is all I'm saying.
Or we find a character that you could play within this world that joins the party. That's a possibility. There are new species
Yeah, I
here.
suppose.
There's
Ruin can just
orc
storm
that you
off.
know of. There's elf
Huh?
that you know of. There's
Well, he could play two
Elf
characters.
lame.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. So not elf, but there's warforged, which are automatons in this world.
Oh, that can be cool. Warforged, yeah.
I have that set up,
Wow.
so that's in the in shard.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, there's other creatures too. I'd have to go through the list, but
Okay, yeah, then we don't have to. It's not as big of a deal then.
Yeah.
I think for the sake of the story, we should just we should do this, because otherwise,
Sure.
the other options are perhaps a little safer, but with no set chance of success.
okay.
Like it's totally random. So
If you are going to go, let's see, add to map. If you're going to be moving around this map, then I need you to roll a survival check as a group.
Survive.
I feel like we stand a fighting chance just because we brought him with us.
Is Tix gonna roll this as well?
No, I'm gonna have this just be a you guys thing.
Okay.
I'll keep it nice and simple for me.
Hmm.
All right, so you got a 21 or 19. You did pass. Okay, go ahead and roll a D. What do we normally do? I think it's a D10. No, I think it's
Yeah.
D10. Yeah, D10.
Or
Actually,
I think it is a D20. I believe.
it's a D20 actually. Yeah, 19.
I'll roll that. 16.
No, that was my survival check. He rolled a 16,
Oh.
You got it.
which gets us all the way there.
Yep, that's right. So you get all the way to Paradise Bay. All right, so because you took the safe road, I would have made you roll advantage with these, so I'm just going to click that for good measure. Okay. And then I need to roll a destiny die. Give me one moment. So 10 or higher is a pass. No, sorry. This is for me. So you want something below 10. So, okay, you are good. All right, and then we go here.
This armor that we have, it's because of the weird like button like encompassing thing. It's like quicker to put on and off, right? Than normal armor. It was just like an action to put on and an action to take off.
Yep.
Okay. I think it's best if I wear the armor then. I'll just wear it. Because I think it's important. I think it's important that we wear it, especially because we brought our friend and who I've decided that because I don't want to keep saying Butler Tiggs or Tix. I'm gonna call him Ace because he's the androgynous clockwork entity, and he's said he's like one of the last
Oh,
ones.
I like that.
So I'm gonna call him Ace.
That's awesome.
I like that.
I can't help call him ass.
And I also feel like anybody that might have known Phineas would maybe recognize the name Butler Tix, and I don't want to like draw any attention to the fact that we might be imposters or anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
So
just gonna call him best friend.
I'm gonna, and then before we enter the city, I'm gonna sit the group down outside the city to like go over like how we're gonna play this. So I'm gonna be the noble, if you will, rat. What do they? Chancellor? Is that what you called this armor? Chancellor's
Yeah.
armor. So I'll be the Chancellor, and Brillis, you're gonna play my advisor. And so I'm gonna need you to cover your ears in some fashion. Whether you can do that with your hair or maybe
You mean
perhaps
my fully human ears there? Cause I'm now a human.
yeah, if you could cover those up so that they're not obvious, that'd be ideal. And then you'll be able to pass for an elf with the contacts we made.
Oh, that's true there.
So
No,
and you'll
I
play
just
my
create a
close
little.
advisor.
I'm gonna put
And
a
then
pair of my little shoes over my ear shoes.
uh perhaps you go for something a little more normal.
Oh, like one of those. What do they call them? A head shoe. No, a hat.
Nailed it. I think that'd be
Head,
an excellent
head
idea.
shoe. Okay.
How about socks?
Now Butler Tix, I'm gonna be calling you Ace from now on. But at least
Ace.
while we're in the city. It'll be an acronym for an androgynous clockwork entity. More of an official sounding name for an official individual such as yourself. Now, Ruin,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like this, but you're gonna play an orc child that we have rescued from a warring tribe. You were
Correction.
the only.
That is actually a misrepresentation of the great clans of Kaldea. The current ruling Ren the Nightwalker has destroyed the image of the orc clans. In fact, the orc clans are actually quite peaceful and one with nature, commune with nature.
But you say their image as warring tribes is still held in the city?
Yes, because they are the only ones to rebel against Ren the Nightwalker. They exist in the wasteland now, trying to survive, but many of them have been destroyed.
I see. So this orc child gambit could even perhaps be a way to get the attention of some individuals connected with the rebellion?
Perhaps.
I see. So we'll have to be careful who we tell and how we tell it, but to elves, we saved you from savages. To orcs, we found you lost on the trail and saved you out of the kindness of our heart. Deal?
All right. Fine.
So you're an orc child.
All right, Daddy.
Don't call me that.
Oh my god. So wrong.
All right. Are we ready?
I feel like that had other
Right.
implications for Ruin.
Oh yeah,
Invitation? What's invitation?
it means something else.
You know, Kamachi's your daddy. Poppy.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
No, we should definitely analyze this more.
What is your plan at the gate?
Well, just walk right in wearing the armor, right?
I hope so.
Well, now you got me questioning it. I thought this armor was guaranteed to get us in, no questions asked.
Well, I believe so, but I have never officially tested this myself.
Well, you're not the only person that told us this, so I believe it to be true as well. We're betting our dang lives on it, so let's hope.
Very well. Let us approach the gate. All right, you guys are going to go up to the gate. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. Just guys, I got to go use the restroom, and then we will be back.
Man, I'm hungry.
I got some food in the oven anyway. I gotta tend to.
I order some food, but they'll need a couple minutes.
All right, I'm back. So east.
The camera is chaos again.
Oh, there it goes. So east, I was going to tell you. You want to? Do you have anything to write with? I was going to tell you the races you could start looking at.
Yeah, I can write it at the note.
Sure.
Yeah, what's the race?
Okay, so drow.
Drow.
Elf.
Drow is well, no elf. No elf.
Well, just so you know, the available races on Kaldea.
Okay.
So drow, elf. You've got Felis, Felis.
Feils. That's the cat person, right?
Yeah, Felis.
Lis. That's cute cat person.
There is
Orc? You say orc?
half orc, I guess technically. We don't have an orc race, but so you'd write half orc.
Half orc.
Yep.
Oh. But half orc and half what? Human?
Half orc and half elf.
Oh. That sounds so chaotic.
And then the other one is gnome.
Gnome can be cool.
Wait,
okay.
gnome or which one haven't we seen? We've seen gnome or halfling.
We've seen
Brillis was a
halfling.
halfling, so we haven't seen gnomes yet.
Yeah, it was gnomes. Okay, so gnome.
Difference though. I always confuse.
Herongon.
Herongon. What is Herongon?
They're rabbit people.
Oh, Herongon.
Yep.
How to spell it?
Harengon.
ENG. Okay, Harengon. EON.
There is
rabbit people.
Oh, orc is on here actually. So half orc and orc.
Oh, okay.
Tabaxi.
What?
Tabaxi.
What's Tabaxi?
They're like a lion, like a cheetah people.
Lion
sort of.
people?
Not lion. Oh well, we're gonna write them down too. But Tabaxi's one of them, and the other one is lion blood.
Oh, lion blood can be cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Lion blood. Lion blood.
Yep, and Warforged. There might be more later. I'll let you know if there are.
Warforged.
And you could also do Awakened Familiar.
I saw that, but I am curious, like, what exactly is that? I kind of want to be a awakened boar, just a boar that can talk. A talking boar.
That's so funny.
I
think that's everything for now.
No Hisk? The Ratman.
We could do Hisk, but that means no rat folk. They'll be like on a different planet.
I feel like Hisk is cooler than the... Oh, I saw Tabaxi.
Yeah, and then Hisk. We'll write Hisk down. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's good enough.
I don't know.
So let's go back through. So we had Awakened. Actually, what I should do is do it in Kaldea.
I just think about, like, what if there is a, like a ranger, and it's like a, like a rider ranger, like fight on the mount, and his mount is actually a druid. A druid transformed to the beast shape, and he just mount on the druid.
Oh my god.
That's classic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's another one. Goliath was the other one.
Goliath.
They're like kind of like giants.
That's a very East class or
Yes.
East race.
Yep.
Goliath.
They're basically like more human-looking minotaurs, really. It's just they're like the biggest like playable race I think you can play.
I didn't see it at the with the rate we can like I didn't see it though. The select race. Goliath.
This might be a new
Oh.
thing. So, lion blood. Where's that other one that I had? Was Tabaxi and Warforged. Whoops. What was that one? Hisk? Yeah, Hisk. Okay.
Why exactly is the awaken? Like if I am awakened boar, I'm just a boar. So why is my weapon? I can only use my tusk, or can I like wielding a weapon with my mouse, like a hammer? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have to look at some of that stuff.
Keep in mind too that there's definitely like would be if you play one of these other races too, the implications going back to Awania being the only one of your race. Which I mean, not to be that could be a positive, you know, not to be that's not necessarily a negative, but
Yeah.
it is going to be a factor for like role play sake. And the other thing with like war, I'm curious how do Warforged like mate, or how do they produce? Are they like made or do they reproduce?
I don't know that yet. We'll let you discover that in the world. Okay. So we're approaching the gate. Anything you want to do or say here? Or should I start off?
I'll just walk up confidently.
Okay. Let's see here. So what you're going to see is the following monster. You see this creature. It is a very large clockwork myrmidon standing at the gate. Provide credentials. Hold. Moment. You may pass. Please. Council chambers. And he gives you the directions toward the council chambers. Without questions, you are allowed into the city. It's a short conversation.
Well, that was real easy there.
Welcome, Counselor.
I just nod my head.
As you walk in, you see that there is some kind of. Keep in mind too that like a lot of these buildings are like towers, and that they are looming overhead of you. There are airships in the skies. The skies are darkened, and the clouds are quite thick, and there's just this feeling of oppression in the air when you enter the city. People are moving about, and they're going about their daily chores and jobs that they do within the city walls, which, by the way, are of ancient construction. So the more modern city sits within the walls, almost kind of like in China, like Xi'an with like the ancient wall around the city. It's the same here, but everything within is like more modern and up to that clockwork technology design. People are going about their jobs and whatnot, but there's just this general feeling of oppression, repression from the government. You know that they are under the control of Ren the Nightwalker. You can see that many of them that are moving around. Some of them are officials, and they actually work for this government, and it's become part of their daily lives. This is sort of this world has been conquered, and people have adjusted to the new tyranny. So there are loyalists among some of the denizens. There are airships in the skies. You see a variety of strange vehicles that are moving about and zipping around. It probably looks very strange to you. It is the most glorious city that you would have ever set eyes on, just because of the technological differences. Okay.
Kamaji's just trying not to like stare at like the airships. Like he's just like so curious and like wants to like get up close to an airship and see how it all works, but he's just trying to play it cool. Like he's seen them a bunch of times. I'm also curious, how are like people immediately reacting to us, like seeing the armor and like our group?
People are parting, like they're moving out of your way as you move down the street.
What do their like faces look like? Do they look like
they're avoiding eye
happy?
contact? They seem very nervous, anxious. They don't want to get in your way.
Okay.
You feel powerful in that sense. Like people recognize you. They know you as someone of importance, likely a council member, which resides at the Shadow Council. You can zoom out of your map. You can see the distance that you need to travel to get there. But you'll need to roll a survival check to get through the city, because this is unlike any other city that you've been to.
Yeah, I'm like very curious actually too, because like we definitely want to like make contact with some orcs, I feel like. But it seems like there's no way they would do that while I'm in this armor. So like do we have to go to the council's chambers? Like at this point, like we're in the city. I mean,
you don't have to. You just know that it gives you access to all halls in the council chambers.
Yeah, I think we'd be probably better suited doing some like.
I get it. Better suited.
Oh well, doing some like intel gathering and kind of exploring a little bit, getting a lay of the land, maybe getting some lodging.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want to find an inn?
Yeah, well, maybe is this little like kiosk here? Is there like a map of the city, or like is there various districts that like have like different kind of income levels and stuff?
There are different districts. Most of it is divided into like a government section, and then there are churches that are actually populated throughout the city. But the masses actually reside throughout the entire metropolis, and there's little income disparity between them. They're all relatively poor.
Do we recognize any churches? Any deities?
There is one in front of you. There's a sign outside of it called the Congregation of Idle Devotion. I will clear the title there for you.
What does it do?
You can roll a religion check if you'd like.
I was gonna say, do we recognize any statues outside or anything? Yeah.
There is
Can we all roll this, or is this?
Yeah.
You can all roll.
Look at that.
20.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And for Kamaji.
Come on,
Ruin, are
Ruin.
you gonna get at 20? Nat 20.
Religion
Nat
check.
20.
Let's go! Yeah! No. It'd be too hard.
That would have been too funny though.
There's no statue outside, but you do see a statue of a half man, half. Actually, let's say there's a statue of a half man, half eagle. And with the nat 20s, you know this to be the symbol for Vieri, the deity of transformation and transition.
Oh, so they do follow the same deities as us.
Except this is, instead of transformation and transition, it's the congregation of idol devotion. The antithesis of such.
Well, these guys follow the area, you know. I believe he's son of Punk there.
Oh, I'll be back. Let's move it.
Oh,
You met Punk,
interesting.
but
So
you never
they
met Punk's son.
this is Bizarro World?
Yeah, everything is kind of backwards in some sense.
Oh, interesting.
They interpret the works of very differently.
I guess that makes sense if it's like a Ren, if it's like everything from the eyes of Ren, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, okay. Interesting. Now I'm so curious. We all put that together, right?
Yes, you figured all that out with your nat 20s. Most definitely.
All right, I just want to give me a second. I want to look at some stuff. Now I'm curious. Where is it? Deities.
Just grabbing the map for it.
What's the antithesis of parenthood?
I could tell you. With your nat 20, you're starting to like think about some of these.
Like,
Um,
like, I imagine it's probably closer to what I think Punk probably should be the deity of.
let's see. Hold on. The parish of antithetical procreation. It's very, there it is. Found it.
Yep.
I'm wondering what like Asgol, like the deity of dominance and slavery is now. Like we're like
You might not find those here.
Asymmetry and madness. I guess yeah, because like they're part of the five fiends with Ren, so he probably wouldn't want you wouldn't want them here.
Yep.
I mean, that would be really funny. All the five fiends are just like really benevolent here and really nice.
You can
Really good people.
you can
Called the Five Friends.
I would say with your two nat 20s, you're kind of reading some of the material that's outside posted on the congregation. And you get the feeling that basically this existed before Rin took control of the metropolis. And he allowed these buildings to stay standing as long as they taught from an antithetical point of view. And so everything has been sort of bastardized, and they teach it from a corrupted point of view through Rin's eyes. Everything is censored in the city. So all the teachings are twisted.
Interesting. All right. Well, yeah. Let's seek out a home base. Let's seek out an inn somewhere where we wouldn't look too out of place. Wearing this armor, so like somewhere that looks kind of nice, I guess. Maybe somewhere.
Okay.
We guess we will travel like kind of close, maybe to where we're supposed to go, but not too close.
Okay, so you're traveling
maybe, like-
through the city. You're going to need to roll a survival check with advantage because you're wearing this suit of armor.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yep.
Does everybody have
roll,
advantage?
sorry.
The
I
group
rolled
has
for-
advantage, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Okay, so you guys are going to make it just fine. I'm going to go ahead and move you. Give me
Yeah.
a moment. I'll just pop him back. So you're going to get through the streets, and I'm actually going to carve a path here for you so you can kind of see.
Yeah, I don't. We don't want to be like in the government sector wherever that is, but like close enough to it that things are starting to get a little nicer where we don't look totally out of place staying there, you know?
Sure. Just carving a path down the road for you. We're going to be spending a lot of time probably in this city, so. You do arrive at the marketplace, and there is like a pretty big wall here separating you from the next area. I'm going to go ahead and clear some of this because you'll probably be exploring the market. It would go down to here. There's another church or parish over here called the House of Guile.
Ooh, can I add some other qualifying factors for the place, the inn we're looking to stay at?
Yeah.
I want a place specifically with multiple entrances and exits. Like, I'd like to be able to like enter as the Chancellor and exit not wearing the armor without like drawing attention to that from like the innkeeper, you know? Maybe a place where like, you know, like the door to my room goes directly outside or something like that.
Okay. I realized I was on the wrong window, by the way, so you probably saw a lot of the map.
What?
Anyway, I just fixed it, so you didn't notice anything. Hopefully.
I didn't. If it was on your stream, I don't have your stream up.
Okay.
Like
Whew.
my window right now.
I'm glad you didn't see it. Okay.
Wait, where are we?
So you guys have made it to this district here. Let's see. This is a market district with a lot of businesses. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. You are here.
So the robot butler leave behind.
He's still there. There you go. Now you guys don't have much further to go, but we can keep going if you want to get closer. But it is another survival check.
If there's a place that looks decent, like upscale enough, if there's a place that meets my what I said, like then I would be willing to stay around here.
Yeah.
If the butler doesn't think it would raise suspicions for us to be staying in this area.
I see what you're saying. He thinks that it's probably okay. The trouble that you're going to get into is probably going to be within the more government-related districts.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I didn't want to go in there. I just wanted to be close enough that it doesn't look like we're slumming it completely, you know.
All right. There is a tavern over here called 99 Swigs. Would you care to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I shall get this ready. Hold on just a moment while I grab your map.
I'll be honest, 99 Swigs doesn't sound like a classy establishment, but hey, this is Bizarro World, so who knows? What do I know?
That's true. That's the classiest place.
Yeah.
This is like a mid-tier tavern.
Yeah.
It's not super classy.
We're still in the market district.
There's a place called the Enchanted Grotto, which is a real terrible place, real dive.
Here we go. All right, 99 swigs.
What squeaks?
Swigs, like take a swig of beer or drink a beer.
Oh.
All right, I'm just going to clear the map for you. Here is your tavern.
It looks
Okay.
fancy.
Behind the bar, you see a very large orc. Seems to be attending to some patrons. There are a few elf waiters, waitresses that are moving around, delivering food and drinks to people. And you see maybe one or two Warforged. We'll say two Warforged that are moving about the tavern. They are... One of them is entering this door through here. The other has moved from a table to sit in a chair next to the fire.
The Warforged
Mm-hmm.
in the ink.
Mm-hmm.
Why? They don't need to eat.
Don't know. You're gonna have to ask.
Well, we don't even know, right?
Yeah. You've never even seen one of those before.
Yeah.
Well, probably in the
Probably,
streets. In the streets on the way over, probably. But either way, I'm gonna go up to the counter, and it's the orc is like the innkeeper, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Could I possibly get a room for myself and my travel companions?
Oh, sure. That'd be one dock piece.
Extends his hand.
Well, I
Like gold.
got in some troubles with a acid monster on my travels, but here's two dock pieces, but the paint washed off of it. Sorry about that.
It's fine, I'll take it. Try not to do that here, though, often. The government magistrates don't like it. I'll take it to the chancellors themselves.
He pockets it.
What did you want again?
Just a room or two, enough for me and my travel companions. That's all.
Very well, through the door. Last room on your left.
But
Thank
Daddy,
you.
I'm hungry.
I'm not your daddy.
Please keep your child behaved. I've got really hungry and well-paying customers.
Yeah.
You heard him in the room. And
Come along, your little friend. I'll help you up to the room there.
could I get a few whatever your most popular dishes? I'll take 4 of them. Or yeah, 4 of them, I suppose.
My most popular dish? How about roasted chicken?
Oh, sounds good.
Sure. I'll take it.
All right, it'll be out in about 30 minutes.
Thank you. We'll just take it in the room, please.
Very well.
He's gonna
All
roll
right, and-
perception on you. He kind of eyes the child quotes, and then he goes back about his business.
Oh, he actually think I'm a child. I'm an orc child.
Well, you said daddy. And he was trying to look
Huh?
under your hood, but he couldn't quite make out that you're, not actually a child, that you're a goblin. Remember, they don't know what goblins are because they don't exist on this planet. So
Oh. Oh.
before you get into the room, as you're walking down, you see one Warforged come out of his room. Excuse me.
Wow.
Sorry.
He passes by. He kind of glares at you. You can roll insight.
Glare.
There's another robot. So many robots here.
This guy's tough. He's definitely trained in combat. He appears to maybe serve military. And you believe that he's probably government commissioned. Otherwise, he wouldn't be walking around by himself. Might be here staying on business. Hard to say. He does leave the inn, though.
Okay.
All right, you can go to your room now. There is a plug in the corner where Butler is able to power up. This place does have power. These are lamps, not candles, that are on the wall. Oh my! It seems that we have been successful in getting inside the room.
That's a good one. You're working on that comedy routine all the time, aren't you, Ace?
Yes, of course. Would you like to hear another joke?
Oh, I sure would. Oh, I surely would.
Okay.
You know what? If you're trying to tell another joke, you need to pay me to hear it.
What's green, stupid, and ugly?
I kind of look over at Ruin, and then I'm like, not sure. What would that be?
I
Ruin.
didn't say
Haha.
anything, but
Haha.
before you say it, I already raised my piece and just stare at him. What are you trying to
Everyone's
say?
just
Huh?
gonna destroy the butler before we have a chance to do anything.
Broccoli changes his answer.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Oh, you had me
That's what I
going there for
saw,
a second there, Butler Ticks. Oh, gosh, that's just funny.
Okay,
What's
I have
broccoli? Oh,
another joke for you. One that I've been working on for a very long time. Why did the
it
teddy
had me there,
bear?
friend.
Why did the teddy bear turn down a slice of cake? He was stuffed.
Oh, gosh.
Not bad, not bad.
If only I had a room full of 1,000 Brillises, I'd be a star.
I've often wished I had a room full of 1,000 of me. Here, have another gold piece. Oh, you're doing so good.
Thank you.
He gives Butler takes us 2 gold pieces from Brillis.
You are too kind. I do hope that you find your family someday and turn them back to flesh.
Oh, thank you there, Butler. Oh, if they turn out to be made of metal and fluid and clockwork like you, I wouldn't be too upset. Oh, I'd be a little bit upset, I'd rather have them be flesh and blood, but you'd be a happy medium in between the two.
I agree. Someday your dreams will come true, Brillis. Rest assured. Powering down.
Someday yours will too, Butler Ticks. Yours will too.
I only dream of circuitry. And he goes to sleep.
Circuitry.
Circuitry. It's like his circuits. He doesn't really dream. He just feels sparks in his head.
He dreams of being a comic someday.
That's true. All right, 30 minutes later, you hear a knock at your door, and the orc is there with your roasted chicken and vegetables.
Nice.
I just take it from him, and I'll tip him. I'll give him 2 more gold coins, and tell him we're gonna take the room for a second night as well. I think Thank you for the food. Keep the change.
All right, thank you.
He goes back.
I got you some food, Butler Tiggs, but not sure if you even eat.
He's already powered down,
Okay.
so he's asleep.
That's probably for the best. We'll pass. Well, I'll give the extra portion to Ruin because she's been bitching.
I'm hungry.
Feed me, Daddy, feed me.
Say about like a couple hours later, you guys have talked. Are you taking a long rest?
No. I actually wanted to take advantage of this time here without the butler, because we can't go out in the city without the suit on and him. And I want to go out without the suit on and Ruin to see if we can maybe make some orc friends, because we're not going to make them with this suit on, I don't think.
Okay.
So if we can make some orc friends, and then I also want to find some black paint to paint some of our coins.
Okay.
I want to make some Warforged friend.
Yeah,
Sure.
that too. Seems like some Warforged are maybe not the most fond of chancellors, which I don't know 100% if that's like, because it seems like this Phineas guy was a good guy, and he was part of the government, but that was also years ago. Seems like he was maybe pushed out or was seeking a way to stop Ren, kind of seems like. So maybe he was like one of the good ones. But it seems like people don't like him now, so we should probably find the people that like the enemy of our enemy is our friend type of thing, you know?
Okay. Let's pause here since it's 9:09, and we will pick up next time at this spot, since this seems like a good break, point. So
Yeah.
then we can explore some of what's going on in the city or the orcs later on. Just keep in mind the orcs are out in the wilderness, so it takes you far away. Trying to locate them will be difficult. It could be at a considerable distance from the capital city of this world. Okay.
Oh, I was just thinking there would be. I mean, there's obviously orcs in the city. I would think they would have some sort of a.
Some of
some
them
sort
are
of a-
city dwellers. They're not all attached to the roaming tribes or the clans that are out in the wilderness.
Yeah, there's no, but there wouldn't be any chance of finding like orcs aligned with the rebellion that reside in the city.
I'd hesitate to call it a rebellion. I know I use that word, but it's like more it's
Well,
very
just like
small, but yeah.
more like politically aligned differently, like
Maybe
people that don't agree with
Yeah.
Ren.
They might be sympathetic, but you get the feeling that most people won't share those opinions here, even if they did believe it.
Okay.
But you
Okay,
can
well,
try.
maybe that plan
you can
won't work.
definitely you can definitely investigate, see if you can find people like that. But it'll be difficult to find them.
Yeah. I'm not like trying to like find like a resistance force that's gonna like help us do shit like in the city. I was more like trying to find like,
Sympathizers.
well, yeah, people that we're trying to get information. You know, we're not trying to
Right.
take shit down right now. We're like obviously way over our heads.
Yeah,
But we're just
maybe
trying
like
to get
a
information.
distant kinship or something. They might know where they roam or things like that.
Yeah, that and like just like information about like the government and like how everything works, you
Okay.
know, so that like when we go into the government area, we don't, we have enough information to bullshit properly.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's pause here. I'm going to go ahead and play our outro music, and we shall say goodbye. All right, everybody. Have a great
Later.
evening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
GG.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess I couldn't stand it. Now I finally feel free as we explore this planet. Your help is what I need. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. I know I was feeling trapped. What I needed was liberation. Now I know you got my back as we continue our exploration. Roll the dice and make your move. I've got nothing left to prove. I know that you will have my hand as we navigate the strange land. This strange land.